It is late. It's Friday the 19th. 28 degrees. I'm going to have a lot of violet colored books in my bookshelf for February, that's for sure. Violet is in all the 20s. Everything's been above 25 so far. If it goes below 25, I'm going to put another color, which is one thing I need to do today but haven't done yet. I'm getting tired of hearing myself say it about my picking my colors. But meanwhile, we have a tiniest bit of snow still coming down, and it's looking like a winter wonderland out there. Good morning. It's Friday the 19th. Looks like the snow might have stopped. Very, very light snow. Dennis said we got about another inch overnight. Supposed to end this afternoon. So then we'll be out shoveling the last of the snow off the driveway. The neighbors did blow the majority of it using the snowblower yesterday, so it's not a big job. Dennis did go out and put some salt and stuff, trying to make sure that we would be able to get it cleared today. I don't know if we'll be able to walk the dogs. They were running around in the snow yesterday, and so they got lots of exercise. They did feel ripped off, though, because they do get a walk every day. So that was too bad, because they did feel bad. I wrote myself a note because I keep forgetting to mention our Zoom meeting is tomorrow. Our Zoom craft meeting is tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time in the United States, and you're going to have to calculate where you are. That's 11 a.m. Pacific Time for those of you on the West Coast, and early evening, I think, in Europe sometime. And so please join us. There is a thread on Ravelry that has the link, and all you have to do is click the link and it'll take you right into Zoom. If you are not on Ravelry and you need me to email you that link, I can do that. My email is flameandfiber@mindspring.com. Send me an email and I will send you the link. I make no promise if you say in the comments I need the link, because I'm doing my podcast today. I've got things. So if you send me an email, I will reply with the link. There you go. And it was so much fun last time, so I'm looking forward to seeing some of the same faces and maybe some new faces, and hope you can come. I will be working on my bistro. My bistro is the sweater I started yesterday, or the night before last. It is by Fogbound Knits, and it's this very straightforward raglan sweater. I'm looking at the shoulder because I've already split for the sleeves. I just split for the sleeves last night. I don't know if you can see it, and it feels like I didn't knit enough before I split for the sleeves, but you can see the neckline goes way deep because that collar, and the raglan line is very shallow or wide. I don't know which way you go. It goes much more close to the shoulder than it is. Some raglans are very angly. This is a very small angle. Anyway, I'll show you. So I was trying to figure out, yesterday I talked about what did I want to do with the Suri alpaca that, here's the yarn, the Suri alpaca that Valerie gave me, because that's what started me down the journey of this yarn, which is Vineyard. And I'm really happy with it. See how short that sleeve is? This is from the back. So I'm gonna try it on. I told you I was going to swatch, which I did. I did swatch 2 different kinds of stripes. I did a stripe where I was holding it, the mohair with the wool, and then I did a stripe of the mohair held double. Because I thought the mohair held single would be weird in this size of yarn. I liked the mohair held double, so that's what I did. Now, so that's going to be like a subtle design. Now it looks so much brighter in the camera than it looks to me with my eyes with no lights on in here, so it's interesting. So I just started, I had stopped because I had done about 7 rows. And I didn't want to go any farther till I decided what I was going to do. So I decided to put in stripes, and I'm putting in stripes, but I only have 1 ball of the Surrey alpaca. So I'm only putting the stripe in on the front between the raglan. So it's only going to be on the front, but you can see it's going to go pretty far across the front. I think that's about where the front is going to be. This, I don't know if this sweater is going to fit me or not. Well, I'm going to try it on. It's going to be, yeah, actually, it'll be negative ease probably is my guess, the rate I'm going. But it's superwash, so, except for the Surrey. So I like the look of this. The striping is odd because it's like intarsia. It's not really, well, I guess it is intarsia. So every row across the front, I have 2 ends because I can't go around. Because if I go around, I won't have enough yarn. And I stopped where I stopped because I just, like I said, I just split for the sleeves. I've only done 1 row beyond splitting for the sleeves, and it's now a row where I would start my next stripe. Oops, losing my stitch. Where I would start my next stripe. I actually have a thing I could put on this, which I got a pretty short cord on this and I don't want my stitches to come off. When I think I'm gonna just take this off, put it on waste, the whole thing on waste yarn so I can try it on, and then I use this smaller needle, to do, I'm gonna do the neck next, which is why I'm gonna, the other part of the shenanigans is I'm going to do my neck collar next, because I'm going to do the collar in the alpaca held double. And then once I've done the collar, then I'll know how much alpaca I have left. These rows are 6 rows. I've just done my 7th row here. I'm hoping it doesn't show, but with the fuzzy yarn, it's really, I don't think it's going to make any difference and nobody's going to know. The other thing that works for this is that you can't really tell well in the picture, but under the arm there is a 10-stitch panel of reverse stockinette. So I'm going to take the stripes just to the reverse stockinette. So I have 2 stripes now, like here, and I feel like I need at least 3. But I might just keep going till I'm out of the alpaca. See what I think about that. But I feel like it's pretty subtle. Just because it's texture. It's the same color, just texture. But I really like the look of that mohair held double. or the Surrey alpaca held double. And I think it just adds a little something something to the sweater. The sweater was a little bit plain. I'm just hoping those sleeves fit me. So anyway, so my next thing on this is I am going to put it on waist yarn so I can try it on and I can be sure. And oh my gosh, I hope it fits me, because every row of that mohair has 2 strands of mohair, you know, this long with the ends cut off, you know, not your easy to recover yarn. But I really like the look of it. So anyway, I've been faffing around with my, that's a Britishism. I've been watching a British woman who is a watercolorist. She faffed, talked about faffing. Hey, Maisie. Yeah, you're getting wet. Is it raining? Is it snowing? Still snowing a little bit, or maybe rain, actually. She's not so wet. She's going to go straight back outside. So, of course, when I'm not wearing my fancy new sweater, she doesn't put her paw on my leg, right? So anyway, so that's my sweater. You know, I had to stop last night because I just, you know, they should be going into another alpaca stripe. And I really want to know how much I'm going to have, because I really want that collar, that mock turtleneck collar, to be the alpaca. So that's what I will be doing today, eventually. But first I have to do my notes for my podcast, and I've got to do my podcast today. I'm doing my podcast today. I have 2 finished sweaters to show and a finished hat. I got stuff. Plus I started another sweater. Plus I have prize packages to show. Plus I have gifts I've been given. Oh, and my watercolors. I did a watercolor yesterday. This was a picture that I took of the sunset at Penobscot Bay on the J&E rigging. And this is my picture. But I was watching this British woman, and she showed a technique to make the water look like this. And I thought my boat was crude, kind of crude, too big, wrong angle. It's the wrong angle. I think it's actually, when you look at it, it's not, well, it's too wide, but it goes to the right spot on the horizon. Anyway, I'm going to do it again. And I haven't done any of mine twice before. I mean, heck, Edvard Munch did how many screams? I mean, he did so many screams. Yeah. He did them in pastel, he did them in oil, he did them in all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you heard me just, you know, compare myself to Edvard Munch. I just did that. Although I am planning on trying to recreate the scream. I am. And I have my scream yarn coming from Benta, which will be exciting to get. But I am enjoying my vineyard, and I just think I'm just really happy with the look of that. It's subtle, but it just gives it a little something, something. And I think it's going to work going around to the side with the reverse stockinette. I hope so, because I've committed myself to that because of the way I'm cutting up my Surrey alpaca. There won't be any recovering that. But I think it'll be okay. And especially because that angle is so narrow here. It really does, the stripe really goes all the way across. See, this would show more, I don't know. Anyway, I thought a little bit like a baseball shirt in the United States, baseball shirts. are raglan shirts and the sleeves are one color and the front and back are a different color. And so, you know, you have things going on the front and back that aren't going on the sleeves. And I thought that's a little bit what I'm doing. But it doesn't look anything like sporty or anything like that. I think it's going to work. Yeah, because you can see it just goes along the line. Anyway, I'm hoping it works. I'm enjoying knitting. I'm enjoying knitting with that alpaca doubled. And like I said, I'm really liking the way it looks. I could have a super, super fuzzy sweater in my future. Although the mohair and alpaca is pricey, so maybe not. Anyway, so that's what I did yesterday. And I am going to go and make notes for my podcast. I've got to help shovel the driveway, but I've got to do my podcast first because I fixed my hair. I can't put my hat on. Although I could just wear my hat for my podcast because it's a finished object too. All right. I'm going. I will talk to you. Oh, I'll talk to you later this afternoon. Although it's possible the podcast won't go up till tomorrow, depending on how much time I have to edit and such. But I will talk to you tomorrow for sure. Please stay safe. I hope you're warm in Texas. I hope you have power. That's been such a terrible story. Not even just Texas. Portland's out. Portland, Oregon's having outages. I don't know. I hope Christy's okay. I haven't talked to her. I hope you're all okay. Stay safe and stay safe.